I saw these little tiny hot glue ghosts on Pinterest. I had to make them. I love tiny things. For the basic ghosts, all you need is these little glass bottles from the Dollar Tree, some hot glue, and some thread. For the ones that I made, I decorated them with dirt. I used little foam sheets to make the tombstones, and I added some little sequin flowers on one of the tombstones on one of the ones that I made. So just as long as it can fit in that little bottle opening, you can use it to decorate. To make the hot glue ghosts, you will need a non-porous surface. I'm using a silicone mat. If you don't have one, I recommend maybe a smooth desk or a piece of glass. A ceramic plate would work. Anything that's smooth, you can squirt the glue on, it won't stick. After it dries completely, you should be able to peel them right off of that smooth surface. And if there's any little extra glue strings, they should be pretty easy to just pick off. And so next, I'm just drawing some little tiny face details with a fine tip Sharpie. I just like to draw 2 little ovals for the eyes. And I want a happy ghost, so I'm just going to give it a cute little teeny tiny smile. It's so cute already. And now to get the string on, all I'm gonna do is use the hot glue gun. Since it's so small, I'm not gonna squeeze glue out. I'm just gonna use the metal tip of the glue gun to just melt a little bit of glue on the back of my ghost. And while that glue's still wet, with this little tiny string and this little tiny glue dot, I'm just gonna try my best to get the thread stuck to the ghost. I use my little metal tweezers. Because it is a smooth surface, the hot glue will not stick to, so I used my tweezers to kind of push the thread into the melted glue to make it more secure. So the next thing I'm gonna do is thread the thread through a really small needle, and I'm gonna push that through the center of the cork, which is an optional way of doing this. You can just close the bottle with the string to the side of the cork, if that makes sense. But I want it to be centered, so I'm just gonna very carefully thread the string through the center of my cork. And then after you get the thread through, I recommend waiting until you're done decorating it to trim your thread, because you can still adjust how long or short the ghost will be hanging from it. And if you have a lot of decorations in there, your thread might be too long and it might need to be trimmed shorter. So I would just leave it long until you're done with the decorating part. My tweezers helped a lot with this step because it hurts to try to push the needle through the cork with just your fingers. And with all of this is what we have so far. It's already so cute. I love this little minimalistic look, but now I'm gonna show you how I like to decorate it. So a popsicle stick is a little bit too big to fit through the bottle, so I'm just sort of using it as a template to cut out a tombstone of a foam sheet. I didn't have a gray foam sheet or gray paint, so I'm making some gray paint with a different shade of gray paint and a little bit of black just to make more of a cementy color, and just painting my tombstone gray. I'm not a painter, FYI. And so while my tombstone is drying, I am going to take some dirt from this dead plant that I've had for about 6 years. Don't know why I haven't got rid of it, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm just using some of that dirt to fill up my jar. Now that the tombstone is dry, I'm using my fine tip Sharpie that isn't working, so I'm actually dipping the tip in some black paint to draw some little details on the tombstone. This is where you can really add a lot of creativity. Decorating the tombstone in any way, put a silly name or anything on it, decorate it any way that you want. And since I use the foam sheet, it's easy to just sort of bend it and squeeze it down into the hole. Using my tweezers to help me get it all the way through. And then the fun part is getting it to line up how you want. If you don't have like needle nose tweezers, just shake it. Shake it and tap it and shake, shake, shake until it's exactly how you want it. Eventually, with some patience, it'll be lined up perfectly. Add your little ghost buddy and adjust the thread for it to be as long as you want it. Trim the excess, and here you go. It's so cute. Just love little miniature things. I'm so excited. I love how it turned out. And if you made one, I would love to see. Follow me and tag me on Instagram at Bikerina. And if you like this, leave a like on my video, subscribe for other crafts and random things like I made this top. Hey, subscribe to me, let's be friends. Thanks for watching.